Sometimes life takes everything away from you. Your family, your love, your dreams. But if you refuse to give up, even the darkest nights can lead to the brightest mornings. Daniel was a poor boy. He lived in a tiny wooden house at the edge of the town. His family had almost nothing. His father worked as a farmer in the fields. His mother washed clothes for the neighbors, and Daniel often went to bed hungry. Still, they were a happy family. Daniel had a younger sister named Emily, and he always promised to protect her. But life can change in a single moment. One winter, Daniel's father fell sick. The cold winds made him weaker every day. They had no money to buy medicine. Daniel's mother cried and begged for help, but no one came. Daniel could only watch as his father's health grew worse. And one night, his father never woke up again. The family was broken. Daniel's mother hugged her children and said, "We must stay strong. Your father wanted us to survive." Daniel felt a heavy weight on his shoulders. He was just a boy, but now he wanted to be the man of the house. Struggles and pain. Daniel started working small jobs. He carried heavy baskets at the market, cleaned shoes on the street, and collected bottles to sell. His hands were rough, his body always tired, but he did it for his mother and sister. Then another tragedy came. Emily, his little sister, became very sick. Daniel rushed from house to house, begging for medicine. But people only shook their heads. He sat beside her bed every night, holding her small hand. One morning, Emily whispered, "Daniel, don't cry. One day you will be great. Promise me you'll never give up." Those were her last words. Daniel broke down. He lost his father and now his sister. His mother was heartbroken too, but she told him, "Son, we must keep living. Promise me you will study. Knowledge is the key to a better life." Daniel nodded with tears in his eyes. He made a vow. "I will change our lives. I will fight for a better future." Hope in books. Daniel loved learning. He had no money for school, but he borrowed old books from a kind neighbor. At night, he read them by candlelight. Sometimes he was so hungry that he couldn't focus, but he pushed himself. He especially loved English. He would repeat new words again and again, practicing in front of a broken mirror. People laughed at him. They said, "You're just a poor boy. You will never succeed." But Daniel remembered Emily's words. "Promise me you'll never give up." Lost love. Daniel had a friend named Sarah. She was gentle and kind, and Daniel secretly loved her. Sarah loved him too, but her parents did not approve. One day, her father said harshly, "Daniel, you are poor. My daughter deserves a man with money, not a boy with empty pockets." Daniel's heart shattered. Sarah cried as she whispered goodbye. Losing her was like losing a piece of his soul. But Daniel held his tears and said to himself, "I must become strong. I cannot stop here." A turning point. One day, a wealthy businessman named Mr. Roberts visited the market. Daniel was helping carry bags when Mr. Roberts heard him speaking English to a tourist. Surprised, Mr. Roberts asked, "Where did you learn English?" Daniel replied, "I taught myself, sir. I read books every night." Mr. Roberts was impressed. He saw honesty and intelligence in the boy's eyes. "I will give you a chance," he said. "Come work in my office." That single moment changed Daniel's life. Rising higher. In the office, Daniel worked harder than anyone else. He arrived early, stayed late, and always tried to learn more. Mr. Roberts noticed his dedication. Slowly, he gave Daniel more responsibilities. Years passed. Daniel became an expert in business. He earned trust, respect, and finally, wealth. Mr. Roberts, now old, one day told him, "Daniel, you remind me of myself when I was young. I want you to take over my company." Daniel was shocked. The poor boy from the streets was now the CEO of a big company, keeping his promise. Daniel never forgot his vow. The first thing he did was buy a beautiful house for his mother. When he brought her there, she cried with joy. "My son, you kept your promise. Your father and sister would be proud." Daniel hugged her with tears in his eyes. But he did more than that. He built schools for poor children, offered scholarships, and fed hungry families. He wanted no child to suffer the way he had. A symbol of hope. People in the town looked at Daniel as an inspiration. They said, "If he can do it, so can we." His story spread far and wide. Daniel often told the children, "Life will test you. You will cry, you will fail, you will lose people you love. But never give up. Keep learning, keep working, and keep believing. Dreams are possible." His life became a symbol of hope, courage, and love. Final message. Daniel's journey shows us that no matter how poor or broken you are, with determination, with knowledge and kindness, you can rise above everything.